This is the Studio Series Coronation Starscream.
Here's a quick look at the sides of the packaging, and here's the back. I'm excited to open this guy up, probably why I'm single.
Here is Starscream along with his throne. Now the figure itself isn't too bad, but there is one major problem I have with it, and you'll see what I mean soon enough. So keep watching. In this little packaging are some other extra accessories, and wow, it has a strong smell to it.
This smells like it just came out of the factory.
The accessories it comes with are
2 shoulder pieces,
2 pairs of null rays, which have the most minuscule difference on them,
and his crown.
But I think it's a crown you deserve. After you subscribe though, I'm not giving that for free. One thing I want to mention about the backdrop that it comes with
is that this was taped onto it, so be careful when taking it off, otherwise you'll have this happen.
Kind of bad packaging. But now let's take a quick look at his throne.
It's got a good amount of detail on the front, got the Decepticon logo right there.
It's got that nice mechanical look to it, just like this figure right here. Yes, I did buy that. Yes, I do need help. Otherwise, this is what I'm going to become. However, it may be too late for me because I feel myself already reverting back to Lizard. Also, why is there so much stuff on there? This just came out of the box. The back is a bit hollow, but that's because it's for storing the accessories, or to store a 1TB micro SD card filled with pirated anime. It's all hentai. To store the accessories, bring this piece in the shoulder pads out. It can be a little bit stubborn.
Peg this right here.
And same for the other shoulder pad.
And then these go right in here.
Or you can just kind of shove them in there. It doesn't matter, we're all going to die anyways. Now the Starscream figure itself is honestly pretty good. It's got some real nice detail on there. The paintwork is great. The blues stick out amazingly and the red is nice and glossy.
Here is the back of the figure.
The nose cone just sticking out at the back like that is kind of weird.
But there's not much you can do there. It is necessary. Other Starscream figures in the past are also like that.
Now here it is next to Transformers Classic Starscream.
Starscream from the Bumblebee movie.
And War for Cybertron Starscream. And this is where I have my major problem with the figure. They're the same. Almost. You're paying $50 for almost the exact same figure, plus some extra accessories. And just to prove it to you, I swapped these figures around. This one right here is the Coronation Starscream, and this is the other one. Leave a comment below if you think you know when I swapped the figures around.
Now let's hope I don't mix them up myself. Wait, which one was which?
Now let's actually take a closer look at the differences.
The blue paint on the Coronation Starscream is a slightly lighter shade of blue.
But a quick way to tell them apart is by looking at the fins at the bottom. There's a major color difference there, and the Coronation one has no stripes. Now, if we take off the null rays, another way to tell them apart is that the Decepticon logo on the Coronation Starscream is a bit bigger.
The black head on the Voyager one is also much glossier than the Coronation one.
The Coronation Starscream also has poseable hands, and they do look a lot better. You can make them hold hands.
And the back is practically the same,
except that the Coronation one has some gray on it. Now, I do think the wings are a slightly different shade of colors, or I just could be insane in seeing things. Leave a comment below. I think the null rays are also a slightly different shade of color. Essentially, these are pretty much the same figure with only some minor differences. What if I was Starscream and you were Starscream and we kissed? What would you do then? Now here is Starscream in his Coronation gear. Just kidding, this is the Voyager Starscream. Yes, the pieces are compatible because it is the same figure. Moving on. Now in all insanity, I mean reality, this is the Coronation Starscream. You can tell by the hands. Now to put the pieces on, it's very simple.
You take his little pew-pew weapons, put that in right there, this one on the other side, and then you peg this into both of his shoulders. Then put the cape on, followed by the crown. Now for these, you could probably just put him on the throne, or if you want to, you can put him on the back of his wings.
And there he is, a false king. Now you can take the cape off and plug it in, peg it in the back of his throne, and you can have him sit on it.
And it looks alright, it doesn't look too bad. However, because of his nose cone, he can't really sit back all the way. Now let's move on to articulation. The head can turn, take the crown off, and the head can spin all the way. It can look up and down and around. Elbows can move out and can move up and down. Take this off for slightly more range of movement. This right here moves, just be careful this doesn't pop out. And you can get the shoulder pieces to move up and down. The null rays can move. Movement at the biceps. Elbows can go 90 degrees. The hands cannot rotate. The hands can open and close. No waist movement. No ab movement either. The legs can go out that far. This can move up, and then you can bring the leg up. And the legs can go all the way back that far before this blocks it. And the legs can bend. No movement right here, but the legs can spin all the way around.
The feet can move in a little bit. The feet can also move, but that is part of the transformation. Also, I really don't like how these numbers here show up. I kind of wish they put these in a more inconspicuous area, like inside of my app. The cape can also fold in and out like that. Hopefully I didn't forget anything there. If I did, leave a comment below.
I'm definitely not the smartest toy reviewer, but I am something.
And back onto the cape, the reason you can pull it out like that is so you can recreate the pose from the movie. Now onto the transformation.
Also, I may or may not have just lost the instructions. What is going on outside? There's sirens and loud banging noises outside. I heard the instructions. There we go.
Also, the diagram in the instructions are too tiny. Anyways, first you want to take everything off. Now bring up both the arms, then bring this up on both sides.
Bring his hand up, push this back in, close it, bring this over, same here. Now rotate these arms down, bring this up, pull out his chest. Mine was a bit tight and required some force.
Make sure this is down, pull this out.
Then bring in the arms, turn this around, bring it in place back there, close the chest piece now. Flip this out, bring this out a little bit, and turn the fins on the feet. And then these snap into place right there. Bring the feet together, bring this out, and here. See these tabs right here? Bring the legs together. Open these up, and push his legs up in there. Make sure it snaps into place back here. Now you can close these. Flip the wings over. Oops.
Flip the wings over.
Don't forget to bring this down.
Make sure everything is snapped into place, and bring these fins down. Fun fact, this is actually called the horizontal stabilizer. I know because my dad is half plane. Here's the vehicle mode, and honestly I think it looks great, especially the top side. The entire figure feels like an updated version of the G1 design.
And the sides and bottom aren't too bad either. The only problem I really have is that this part right here feels really empty.
And now you can place the weapons underneath his wings. Also, I may have gotten these Nullorays mixed up with the Voyager one. And if you really wanted to, you could put these on the plane mode as well.
I think it looks best if you take this, put that right there.
And put these ones here. And yeah, he doesn't look too bad like that.
But there's no place on the transformation to put these.
Also, before I forget to mention, it has some cockpit detail inside. I think all the mechanical detail at the top looks great as well. I was going to transform this guy to do a comparison, but it's broken, and I don't think I ever transformed this before, so I can't really bring in its arm. If you have an idea on how to fix this, please leave a comment below. In the end though, this figure is pretty much the same as the War for Cybertron version, and it's not really worth the extra money for any of the extra items.
Now if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Check out my Patreon where you can support me for $1 a month, and as a bonus, I'll be posting high-res photos of my toy photography there. And make sure to check out this video right here if you want more cringe content.